Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star Control 2, and we are picking it up right from where we last off with me blowing the Thredash out of the sky. But the first place we're heading for, we're just going to head out of Thredash space, and we are headed here to the former halt system. Now the reason we're coming here is because A, we need to give the Thredash time to move off as they go after the Kohr-Ah, and B, this is a pretty good place to mine because, as you can see, Ruby world, and it has almost no hostile elements to it. But as you can see, the Thredash are going after the Kohr-Ah at this point, so now I'm going to head to Zeta Draconis and I'm going to steal their Aqua Helix device now that the Thredash are no longer here. So as I said, yeah, we're apparently the good guys, but we're going around stealing sacred relics for our own personal gain. Anyway, it's time to head down there and let's have a look what the scientist has to say about this. Remind me to fire that guy. Anyway, we're now heading to the Delta Linsis system, which is where Admiral Zex's beast is located. And we are going to pick that up as well. And if you thought that what we've faced so far could potentially be dangerous, you ain't seen nothing yet. Basically, going on this mission without the Melnorme upgrades to your planet lander is pretty much suicide. There are lightning strikes, there's no earthquakes, which is an upside to it, but nothing yet. Let's just pick up some free biological data. I like the stunner firing rapidly, I think that's really nice for us, and we're going to definitely need it. And there it is, so come on, die, 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 die. Stop eating me and die. 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 There we go. Whew. I'll let you read this. And then we'll get this thing off the ship and back to Zex. Actually, another way to get Delta Linsis' location is off Whiffo. If you threaten him at the start of the game, he sends you here instead of the Spathiwa homeworld. Anyway, it's time to head off to the next Rainbow world, and this is Epsilon Lippi. And I noticed that this is in Ur-Quan space, and I didn't really feel like going after the Urquan for a while, but I do know that several of you want to hear the Urquan side of the words. So I saved the game and I've decided to head into Ur-Quan space and essentially get myself killed.
We are the Ur-Quan Kohr-Ah. Your presence here is premature. We fight the Kzer-Za for supremacy of doctrine and possession of the Sa-Matra. When the battle is won, our task is simple. We cleanse. You are the filth. My trophy bone pit. In here, is one skeleton from each of the races, which I personally exterminated. I fondle these bones and recall a fine cleansing. Perhaps your bones will grace this pit momentarily, unless they are accidentally vaporized.
Oops, wrong Urquan, but found them eventually, and here's their side.
Human, you have ignored our commands, and now you will be punished. Alien, you have spoken words, and you have spoken them rightly. We will tell you our reasons why we enslave all other sentient life. We evolved on a hostile world, the descendants of solitary hunters. In those ancient days, there was no Kohr-Ah or Kzer-Za, only the Urquan. We explored our world, and then the space beyond. Here we met the 6 races of the sentient milieu, which we joined as partners. It was on a routine planetfall that one of our milieu scout ships first met the Dynarri. They were evilly intelligent creatures who could control the minds of others. They wanted to rule the universe. We had no choice but to give it to them. For thousands of years, we were unthinking slaves to the Dynarri. The Dynarri had a special liking for us Urquan, so they began to tinker with our genes. They built 2 Ur-Quan sub-races, one green, the thinkers and planners, the other black, the warriors and laborers. When the martyr genius Kzer-Za gave us the secret to defeating the Dynarri, we destroyed them. Then we decided that we would never again be slaves. We would follow the path of now and forever. We decided to enslave or imprison all other intelligent life in the galaxy. We had slaves shielded one world when we learned that the black Urquan, under a new leader, Kohr-Ah, had devised the eternal doctrine, which called for the cleansing, the annihilation of all non-Urquan sentient life. Before we could stop them, they burned the Yoktar race's whole world, and were on their way to the planet of the last remaining free race. We met the Kohr-Ah in orbit above that planet. We confronted them. They would not submit. We fought. When our battle was done, the Kohr-Ah were defeated. We exiled them, sent the remnant of the Kohr-Ah fleet into the unknown reaches of the galaxy. Then we began our own migration, moving around the galaxy in the opposite direction of the Kohr-Ah. Captain, you have heard our words. Now you have a decision to make. Submit to us, the Ur-Quan Kzer-Za, or face our wrath. You have intruded upon the battleground of our doctrinal conflict with the Kohr-Ah. This is not tolerable. We must maintain our concentration on this war. We must win. Should we lose, the consequences to you and all of a sentient life in this part of the galaxy would be very grave. Since you have refused to depart willingly, it appears that we must eliminate you ourselves.
And there you have it, guys, the words spoken by the Kzer-Za. So, a couple of interesting things came out of there. First of all, the Kohr-Ah mentions something called the Sa-Matra, which they're fighting for possession of. Gonna have to try and dig up some information on this, which again the Melnori may have. And just here at Beta Leporis for yet another Rainbow World. And the Urquan pretty much confirmed everything that the Kohr-Ah said, that in essence everything that they have done has been caused by the Dynarri and their reaction to it. And whereas the Ur-Quan or the Kzer-Za have taken a very measured approach, as much as enslaving all other sentient life in the galaxy is a measured approach, the Kohr-Ah have lost all reason completely and see the only solution as exterminating all life in the galaxy. So the lines are becoming more and more blurred as we play this game, but we've got to keep our eye on the focus, which is freeing Earth, and hopefully we'll be able to deal with the Dynarri at some point during the game, because it seems like they're the benefactors behind all this and the Urquan are merely reacting. And with the Ungar currently under the control of the Dynarri, this isn't going so well at the moment. Anyway, back to Earth, and we're going to investigate what we've got under our control, and I think do what will pretty much be the final upgrade of the Flagship.
Greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist you. More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain? That last load should keep it blazing. The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Aqua Helix device. Data, this device is composed of a light blue super hard substance which rates Mohs 13. The object is composed of a flat ribbon of homogeneous material approximately 1 meter in length, and it is twisted in a perfect helix. Focused ion and nucleomagnetic scans reveal little about its interior. Summary: unknown design, unknown origin, unknown function. The next entry in the analysis is subject, hostile alien creature. Data?
This is newly promoted junior scientist Hawkins reporting. Dr. Chu, he's the leader of the section. He's still in sick bay. He's been there ever since that thing took a swipe at him and he got too close to the cage. I guess it's got like triple jointed arms or something with spikes and razor plates all over. The data? Oh yeah, right. The subject is a xenoteratomorph, a big honking one I might add. It eats everything: plants, animal tissue, wood, ceramics, plastic, asbestos fibers, several types of metal chairs, a desk, and about half of everything a security officer wears. What it doesn't eat, it chews. And what it doesn't chew, well, it breaks up into tiny little pieces. What? Summary? Oh yeah, summary. The sooner you get that thing off the Starbase, the less likely it is that thing will get loose and kill us all. I guess that's it.
That's the end of our scientist's report. We shall await your return, Captain.
You know, sometimes it's the little things which make this game so fun to play. Anyway, first thing I am going to do is I am going to rid myself of a high efficiency fuel tank. I don't really need one with the Melnorme being on board with us and me going after the Rainbow World. Put in a 4th Shiva furnace so I can fire the Hellbore cannons without interruption, and I don't really need all the cargo space anymore. Once again, I'm pretty much done with upgrading the flagship now, so it's only going to be affording crew and support ships after this. So I'm going to put on a third tracking system to make sure that I'm at least firing in a straight line. As far as my ship goes, I'm just going to put the crew back up to max, and I am going to repair this Nemesis, which did manage to take down an Ur-Quan dreadnought on its own, so well done to that. And it's one of the reasons why I do like the Oars Nemesis, and it's going to be extremely effective where we're going to be heading after we've dealt with the Vox Beast. And in that mould, I am going to buy one more Oars Nemesis. So nice little fleet we've got going on here, and see you next time.